Season 4 of The Boys was a lot of fun for viewers, but certainly not for Hughie. Today, ScreenRant lists the worst things that happened to Hughie in The Boys Season 4. But first, a warning to our viewers. This video discusses torture and sexual violence. The title of the 6th episode sums up what happens to Hughie this season: dirty business. To infiltrate Tech Knight's party, Hughie disguises himself as Web Weaver, but he ends up getting trapped in Tech Knight's basement/sex dungeon. There he gets bound and sexually violated by both Ashley and Tech Knight. To be fair to these two, they legitimately thought they were consensually engaging in sexual acts with Web Weaver. Meanwhile, Hughie had to keep up the act to avoid getting compromised. Later, Tech Knight asks for Web Weaver's safe word. It's Zendaya, by the way.
The safe word. It was Zendaya.
But Hughie didn't know that, and was about to have an even worse night. Thankfully, Annie and Kimiko find Hughie in the basement to save the day. In Episode 4, Wisdom of the Ages, Hughie acquires Compound V from A-Train to try and save his dying father, Hugh Sr. But just before injecting the V, Hughie changes his mind, likely due to Butcher's warning about Compound V. However, when Hughie leaves the room and the V with his mom Daphne, she injects it into Hugh, thinking it was just what Hughie wanted. And in the next episode, Hugh Sr. wakes up from his coma, utterly confused and uncontrollably phasing through physical objects. His brain scrambled by the Compound V, Hugh inadvertently goes on a killing spree in the hospital. After reminiscing with his parents and getting control of his dad, Hughie is forced to kill Hugh with a lethal injection to end his massacre. Before we continue, another warning to our viewers. This next item discusses rape. In Episode 7, The Insider, the boys discover an assassination plot against the president, involving an unknown shapeshifter. This same shapeshifter captures and impersonates Annie, repeatedly has sex with Hughie, and even proposes to him. Annie eventually escapes to kill the shapeshifter, but she also gives Hughie a hard time about having sex with a fake Annie, even though Hughie was technically raped several times. Hughie explains that it was his deep familiarity with Annie that allowed him to sniff out the imposter, but Annie was still upset. Thankfully, Hughie handles it well, and is even ecstatic when Annie angrily makes him take STD tests, confirming that they're still together. To top it all off, Hughie was arrested in the Season 4 finale, now under the custody of Homelander's martial law government. How do you think Hughie will fare in Season 5? Thank you for watching ScreenRant, and stay tuned for more movie news.